ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ.
मतलब मेरे पास शब्द नहीं है जो भी मैंने महसूस किया। लाइक मैं मेरी पूरी फैमिली के साथ यहाँ पे आया था एक फिल्म देखने। सर मेरी अभी भी आप आंखें खुद देख रहे होंगे, वो आंखें ना मैं 26/11 में जो आपने ये टेक पकड़ा है, इट्स वन ऑफ द मास्टरपीस ऑफ इंडियन सिनेमा। एज पर
हमारा जो टीम है मेजर संदीप कम्युनिकेशन के फैंस हैं सर, तो हम चाहते थे कि उनकी स्टोरी लोगों तक पहुंचे। अमेजिंग मैन, अमेजिंग लाइफ, और दिस जस्ट मीन्स अ लॉट। थैंक यू। ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಕೇವಲ ಎಂಟರ್ಟೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಡ, ನಮಗೆ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾದರಿಯಾಗುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸಂದೇಶ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಬರಲಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಆಶಯದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಪ್ರೇಮಿಗಳು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂತಹ ಮೇಜರ್ ಸಂದೀಪ್ ಉನ್ನಿಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಅವರನ್ನ ಮಾದರಿಯಾಗಿ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಕೂಡ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಕುರಿತಾದಂತಹ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಜೂನ್ 3ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ತಡ ಮಾಡದೆ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿ. Once again, I welcome the whole team of Major. ಮೇಜರ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾದ ನಾಯಕ ನಟ ಅದ್ವಿ ಸೇಶ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಟಿ ಸಾಯಿ ಮಂಜ್ರೇಕರ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಿರ್ಮಾಪಕರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬರಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಶರತ್ ಚಂದ್ರ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಮಿತ್ರರು ತಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು.
ಹಾಯ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಗೇಂದ್ರ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಟೀಮ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್ ನೋಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮೇಜರ್ ಸಂದೀಪ್ ಉನ್ನಿಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ was from Bangalore. So pre-release event or pre-screening was not done in Bangalore. Any reason for that?
It's today.
Okay.
So Bangalore is actually very special for us. Okay.
ఇంగ్లీషా తెలుగా ఏదైనా పర్వాలేదు. ఏం లేదండి, తెలుగు ఓకే కదా, హిందీ ఇంగ్లీష్ ఈసారి ట్రై చేస్తాం. మేము when we came to Yelahanka for the first time to Major Sandeep sir's house, the goal was always that we were going to come full circle. See, the film is releasing on June 3rd. Today, we have come to Bangalore not because we consider it last, but because we consider it the most special because Major Sandeep's parents are here. So today, I am here in the city because, first of all, I've been here 27 times in the last 18 months. I'm here in the city, we are here in the city because we have organized a special tribute screening for the parents of Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan, uncle and amma. They will see final copy, not scenes, not laptop rough cut. Final copy tonight. That is why we are here. In addition to that, we have also organized an extra screening preview for free for all fans of Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan in Bangalore.
Sir, this is Mahesh Babu from TV9 Kannada. You have done this movie in 3 languages, Telugu, Hindi and Malayalam. Why not in Kannada?
Chittal sir. So I grew up in San Francisco. I saw Major Sandeep's photograph as a kid on the TV. When I saw his photograph, it looked like, who is this Anna of mine who passed? Because all my cousins look like him. I look 50% like him. So there was this immediate connection. Growing up there, I don't know differences between regions. I only know India. When shooting was finished, we visited Amma and Uncle. Amma said, I can watch, but all of our relatives in Kozhikode in Kerala, they will not understand. They can't watch. So even the plan to do Malayalam was a very emotional decision, and that was added in the last minute because we wanted Major Sandeep's family to be correct. I tried my best, but it would mean we would have to change our release date. And when we tried to see if we could find another release date due to COVID, we have to balance Hindi release dates, Kannada release dates, Telugu release dates, Malayalam release dates. It became so complicated. So what my promise is, and you can ask me at the next press meet when you see me for my next film, my promise is that the next time I will make sure I dub it or shoot it properly in Kannada and bring the film to you.
But this film is different from next film, sir.
Definitely, sir.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಇದೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಭಾಷೆಗಳು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುವಂತ ಇಂತ ಈಗ ಸಂದೀಪ್ ಉನ್ನಿಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದಂಗೆ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡುವಂತ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ತರದೊಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ ನೀವು ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ?
We definitely tried, sir. So what we want to do is, hopefully you can forgive me this time, and hopefully you can watch the story in Hindi, because we try to tell it for the whole country. See, Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan was born in Kerala. His childhood was there. His schooling years are in Frank Anthony in Bangalore, Frank Anthony Public School. His college education is National Defence Academy in Pune, Khadakwasla. His masters is in Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. He joined the 7th Bihar Regiment. He fought in Kargil in Kashmir. He was a training officer in Haryana.
He was a captain in Hyderabad and he fought for everyone in Mumbai. So I truly believe Major Sandeep is Indian first.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಒಂದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ಬಟ್ ಈ ಪಾತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಪ್ರಿಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮೇಜರ್ ಉನ್ನಿಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು, ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಕನಸಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಯೋಧನ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು?
So first of all, my Telugu cinema, like I'm sure a lot of you have seen Gudachari and things like that. I'm known more for that James Bond left-handed. Major Sandeep is right-handed. And he doesn't do style, he's natural. He's a super soldier. See, we don't need Captain America because we have Major Sandeep Krishna. In India, the army is elite. The elite of army join National Security Guard. And Major Sandeep trains National Security Guard, meaning he teaches the elite fighters to be elite. That is how good he is. So it started with all these shooting drills, movements, stance, wide stance, chhati upar badhao, project your voice, all of these changes in body language. I also played different ages in the movie. So before the movie started, at height 6'2", I was 84 kgs. From 84 came down to 81, 79, 76, 73, 72, then back to 76, then back to 81, then back down to 76. So because we wanted to show when he's 19, 21, 25. So he started explaining, Amma, adi kaadu, and then he started explaining. When I took the phone, uncle, please, let me come from Hyderabad, meet you once. So we visited uncle and Amma 7 times. After the 7th time, we were sitting in Whitefield in Sandeep Bihar, named after Major Sandeep. Uncle said, I believe you will make this movie 10%. He said 10%, I was like, Uppa, he still thinks only 10%. So we were disappointed, we walk out of the house and go into the lift. When Amma says, Sandeep lag raha hai. And I think I got tears in my eyes, and that was the moment I knew that we had that blessing. From then on, it became like family. When I was shooting a scene, I would call Amma, I would say, Amma, here Sandeep sir is going to be angry. She would say, no, he'll laugh. He's not going to be angry. So I would change my mannerisms, what I would do in the scene entirely based on what they would advise. Not to mention showing them rushes.
ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾನ ಮಹೇಶ್ ಬಾಬು ಅವರು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವರ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಹೇಗಾಯ್ತು, ಹೇಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾ?
That's the reason for that is this fellow. He's the S in A+S movies. Anurag and Sharad, the dear friends, they're also sort of marketing kings in Hyderabad. They know everyone's movie. They handle everyone's movie. Mahesh sir wanted to do a film outside his
Brilliant response. No, brilliant response. So when in fact Mahesh sir, So we trailer launch one day before we showed the film to Mahesh sir in his house. We put it in the home theater. So me, Sesh, Namrata Garu and Mahesh sir were there. 4 of us watched the film. First half, we took a break, we came out, had some coffee, went off inside. Second half was done. Titles started, 2-3 titles came, we were all sitting, waiting for the lights to switch on. Mahesh sir left the room. We were all sitting in the room, did he like it, what happened? And then after 2 minutes we also went behind him. And then he was just sitting in his chair, just looking down. And then we didn't want to disturb him. After 5 minutes, he got up, looked at Sesh, he went and hugged Sesh really tight and said, "What have you done?" And these are the same words I'm repeating. He told the same things in trailer launch.
So a trailer launch video में चूसते हैं
So I think we've made a very honest film. When you see the film, I think some of you are coming to the screening today. I think when you see through the screen, one honesty will come through, and none of us can deny that feeling, you know. So I think anyone who watches this film, the reason you're also seeing these responses, people crying, people saying Bharat Mata Ki Jai, people saying Vande Mataram, people saying Sandeep Unnikrishnan Ji Amar Rahe. These are not normal reactions. All of us have been watching films for many years. I think somewhere it's the honesty of this man and the entire team and faith that made this possible. And somewhere I think Major Sandeep is seeing from top and blessing all of us, or we wouldn't have made what we have made. We wouldn't have marketed. You wouldn't be here if not for his blessing.
There was also a small strategy we did with Mahesh sir. Since we showed it one day before, see, he's known in Telugu for honest tweets about movies. So if he likes a movie, he'll tweet it off. Like, I like this, I like this. He tweeted about KGF, tweeted so many movies. If he doesn't like the movie, even if he's producer, he's not going to come to the trailer launch the next time. So it was a 50-50 risk. And not only did he like the movie, he loved the movie. So we are glad we kept the faith.
Any other questions?
Saiee.
This is the first time I've come to Bangalore for Major, and it's a very special feeling hearing all these stories from Sesh, from everybody, to kind of come here and, you know, get to see the culmination of that in the city that it took place in is really great.
There was I kind of want to talk for a second about why we wanted to do these screenings. See, I can go on all these entertainment shows, Dance India Dance, Kapil Sharma show, and say, we made a great film, come watch. When you are watching that show, you'll think, bol right, he made the movie, so he'll say that. So we thought it is a better idea for us to actually show the film. So for the first time in Indian history, a big Indian film, we teamed up with Book My Show, and 10 days before release in 10 different cities, we opened single show bookings across the country. The first Pune sold out in 1 hour. You saw the Pune reaction. Same thing in Jaipur, same thing in Ahmedabad. The one we didn't show was the one in Mumbai to the National Security Guard. 312 commandos, many of them training officers, the same exact job as Major Sandeep. Now, we have to realize that the reason National Security Guard in Mumbai was created is because of 26/11 attacks. It wasn't there before that. The gate at the National Security Guard is called Unnikrishnan Dwar, and the center of the campus is Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan statue. So if these people didn't like the film, we have a problem. So we showed it to them and their families, and we were expecting, we walked in super happy because by now it's the 5th screening. 4 screenings, we know exactly what happened. So we're almost predicting it, we're expecting it. Silence. No one's cheering, no one is shouting, no one is yelling. This fear starts taking over my heart. Did we mess up on a uniform? They are fiercely patriotic. So what the hell, did we do something wrong? One of them came to me and said, the group commander wants to see you. The convoy is ready, let's go. This is 11:30 at night. And they want to take me to the headquarters. I am crazy scared by now. Like, what the hell is going to happen? So when we got to the campus, I've been showing this in every interview, so please don't mind me being shameless. They gave us this medal. This is from the National Security Guard Black Cat Commandos, from the 26th Special Composite. Any other feelings, but rather you show the struggle they go through and show how even the wives can be heroes in situations like this. We really appreciate. This is the first time we've seen it in a war film. So there's a lot of new things that are happening with Major. In the midst of all this meaningful talk, I kind of want to talk about how Major Sandeep is actually very bright. If you see the posters, we use a lot of sun. Him having payasam with his amma. We show cutting class with friends going to movies. He was a Schwarzenegger fan. So people who watch the first 35 minutes now, you'll think, what is this? Is this some love story? Where is the war? Where is the fighting? But our intention was to say, people like Major Sandeep are not born great. They do great things and that's what they're called great. So when Major Sandeep takes these big decisions in the second half, his decisions in Kargil, his decisions inside the Taj, you realize that little scenes like payasam with Amma, typewriter with Appa, these are what make his big decisions happen. So he is the simple boy next door who '90s Bangalore. We built 8 sets for the film. Gateway of India we built, entire Taj we built and blasted. We also shot in Kashmir, we shot in Mumbai, we shot in Hyderabad, we shot in Haryana, we shot on airports, we shot in air bases. We also shot in army locations across the country. This is a massive film, 120 days, 75 locations.
Okay, Saiee Manjrekarji, definitely we have seen you in Dabangg 3. So tell us about your character in this movie and the challenges you have faced.
I play Isha, Major Sandeep's childhood crush, then girlfriend, then wife. Challenges I faced playing the character. I think the biggest fear before I started was how will I speak Telugu well and how will I do well in that. And I think that kind of, in the beginning, the first schedule helped Isha's character because she's a North Indian trying to find her way in Bangalore. So it came to me very naturally, the confusion. But eventually, I think once the first schedule was over, I kind of got a hang of it and felt more confident. And I think it's been a great journey. I've done things that I'd never.
Definitely there is it's an extremely big action film, there's no doubt about it. The reason also for that liberty that we took is because certain instances, there are blind spots in the history. I'll tell you why. When Major Sandeep said, "Don't come up, I'll handle them," and he went up, for 4.5 hours, everyone only heard gunfire. No one knows, no one witnessed. CCTV cameras were cut. By the time they went up, the whole place is burnt. These terrorists, some of them are dead. They don't know how it happened. So that is where we felt we took some liberty with action scenes. In addition to that, there are some dramatic liberties we took. The reason for that is because now you're capturing 31 years of Sandeep sir's life. If I want it to be exact, I have to make a 31-year film. So sometimes what we did is 5 different instances that happened in his life in 5 different years. We made it in the same scene. See, to me, it ultimately wasn't important whether or not in real life he was wearing red shirt, in movie he's wearing blue shirt. For us, did the scene capture the soul of what he felt? And that every time I would call Uncle and Amma and check and say, did I play this right? Did I do this correctly? That was how we went about it, I guess.
We'll upheld the spirit 100%.
Sir, Shanam aithe suspense thriller, sir. Evaru kuda. Goodachari more like James Bond, action. Major is, sir, Shanam, Goodachari, Evaru. I had 4 after another film. 4 successful films I had, all big hits. This film is 10x that, and the reason for it is the span and this beautiful life Major Sandeep led. So I started this film not for suspense thriller. For action, for anything, but by then you might be lost. So he didn't want to work with me after Goodachari because we spent 3 years making that film. He said, one break from each other, next film after that we'll both do. I said, okay, yeah, definitely. Here I am in Yelahanka researching Major Sandeep's life. He started his film with Nagamamsi sir, Sitara Entertainments. He started it. Then one day Saiee got a phone call. I said, just consider Major Sandeep's story. It is my dream project. What do you think? He said, let me think about it, and he started reading on Major Sandeep's story. That night, 3 in the morning, he calls me, says, Mama, I have to do this film. Let's do this. So immediately we called up Nagamamsi sir. We said, 1 year, please give off. Saiee and I will make Major together. That was 3 years ago. That's, we put our heart and soul.
What are the later issues? Because even Vikram is about to release. So, were there any lack of theatres? Screen theatres?
I don't think so, sir. I mean, I think each film is big in its first language. I think Major is the biggest release in Telugu. Vikram, of course, Legend Kamal sir's film is the biggest release in Tamil. And Prithviraj is the biggest release in Hindi. So, wherever its first market is, that it will be the dominant. Understanding his spirit taught me, it reduced my selfishness, taught me to think about others more. I definitely think about others' feelings more. How are they thinking? How are they feeling? I noticed my mom's clothes. Also, excitedly to set in Hyderabad, shot for 3 days. I said, where is tomorrow shoot? They said, your role is done, go. In the movie, I'm there for 5 seconds.
Actually, sir, how do you prepare for this particular character?
I told all.
He told
Copy paste. For me, sir, I really lately have been admiring Rakshit Shetty's works. I think he's fabulous.
I think Charlie 777 trailer is
Oh, Charlie's an amazing trailer. I have a dog. The moment I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, I gotta see this. And, Saiee had to see this. I really, obviously, was screaming in the theatre for KGF 2. So that's not even a discussion. As Telugu people, we feel we own Sudeep sir because of Eager. So we feel he's like ours. So I think many films. And I think my biggest thing is that somewhere or the other we feel, Prakash Raj sir and I was discussing how we miss Apu sir. And when we were dubbing for Major, he told me about his ambulance initiative on Apu sir's name. So I guess I miss him a lot.
Sir, I was about to ask you this question. Rakshit Shetty also does one film in 2-3 years, and you are of almost the same genre.
Brother from another mother.
Yeah, that's what I felt when you answered it. So now, what has been Prakash Raj sir's role in this movie? How major is it?
So some of you have witnessed Sandeep sir's dad speaking. He is fire. And we needed a fiery actor to deliver Sandeep sir's dad's passion, Unnikrishnan uncle's passion, and I thought no one better than Prakash Raj. Prakash sir did a great job. Usually you all know Prakash Raj sir will probably dub 1 day, 1.5 day for a film. For this movie he dubbed 12 days. That was his dedication. You can ask anyone in the industry, audience might not know, anyone in the industry, it's impossible to get Prakash Raj sir to dub 12 days. And he put the kind of heart and soul into this because one, he knows Sandeep sir's parents, and two, this meant a lot to us. And oh, by the way, congratulations to Revati ma'am for winning the Kerala State Award for Best Actress. She also, I believe, gave the best performance in this film.
ರೇವತಿ ಅವರು ತಾಯಿಯ ಪಾತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Any other questions?
Thank you, sir.
It was really pleasure to meet you all. One photo shoot will be there. Sitting. Standing. We wish you all the best, and definitely it will be a huge success, and definitely Sandeep Unnikrishnan sir is the role model for all of us. So you are showing it again on the screen, so children, everyone will be loving this. So thank you so much for once again joining here with us in Bengaluru. All the best to the whole team. ಇವತ್ತು ಸಂಜೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ETA ಮಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಮಿತ್ರರು ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. ತೆಲುಗು ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಹಕರಿಸಬೇಕು. ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಸೆಲ್ ಫೋನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಳಗೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಜೂನ್ 3ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಸೊ ಸೆಲ್ ಫೋನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೊರಗಿಟ್ಟು ETA ಮಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸಬಹುದು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೆ ಸ್ನಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅದನ್ನು ಸೇವಿಸಿ. ಚಿಟ್ ಚಾಟ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಮೇಜರ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾದ ಸುದ್ದಿಗೋಷ್ಠಿಗೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿ ಸಹಕರಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಮನದಾಳದಿಂದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಷ್ಟು ಚಂದವಾಗಿ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಶುಭ ಸಂಜೆ, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.